who had this assignment. Let me work it out. So for this first equation, we do negative 105 equals, and we do the distributive property, negative 14x, and then negative 7 times 3 is negative 21, right? So, sorry, I forgot. First, distributive property we just did. 2. Is there combining like terms? And I'll put a letter C here. Nothing combined here on the right side. I can't combine 14x and 21. So, 3. Check if there's variables on both sides. Is there a variable on the left side? No. Is there a variable on the right side? Yes. Well, in that case, well, we don't have to eliminate one of them. And then 4, I'll put this thing on like this. That's where we are ready to do my little guide, right? See what's happening, to see which inverse operation I have to do. I have a variable called x. It's being multiplied by negative 14. Subtract 21 gives me negative 105. The 2 inverse operations I'm going to do is add 21 to both sides and then divide both sides by negative 14. So plus 21 first. This goes away because it's 0. Negative 14x comes down. And then this becomes, let's see, 4, and then negative 84. Second thing we do now is to divide, right? It says here divide this side by negative 14. Divide this side by negative 14. Negative divided by negative is a positive, or just in this case 1x. And then 84 divided by negative 14 is 6. Positive 6, because a negative divided by negative is positive. Let's do my check. Negative 105 equals negative 7. 2 times 6, right? Because I'm replacing this x with 6. And then plus 3. Negative 105. Negative 7. I'm not going to do this distributive property, right? So I'm going to do 2 times 6, which is 12, and 12 times 3 is 15. And negative 105. And then finally I can multiply negative 7 times 15, and guess what? That is the same thing as 105. So is my solution x equals 6 correct? Yes, it is. 24. Again, negative 81 equals negative 1, and I have to do the distributive property here. Negative 8 times x is negative 8x, and then negative 2 times 2, negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. So 1, distributive property, done. 2, combine like terms. Let me look here. Negative 81, I can't combine that with anyone, but on this side I can combine this guy and this guy. Negative 1 and negative 16 is negative 17 minus 8x. 3. Check if there's variables on both sides. Well, there's one here, but there's nothing on the left side, so I don't have to worry about step 3. So number 4 is when I'm ready to do this. I'll do it right here. I have a variable called x. It's being multiplied by negative 8, and then it's subtracted 17 minus 17, and that gives me negative 81. The 2 inverse operations I'm going to use to find the value of x is going to be to add 17 to both sides and then divide by negative 8. So let's do that. Step 1, plus 17 here, plus 17 here. That goes away, negative 8x comes down, and this we have, and 64, but negative. Step 2, I'm here. It says divide this side by negative 8, divide this side by negative 8. Negative 8 divided by negative 8 is x, and negative divided by negative is positive, and 64 divided by 8 is 8. So my answer is x equals 8. Let's see if I'm correct. Let me do the check. Negative 81 equals negative 1 minus 8. And then instead of the x here, I'm going to put 8. 8 plus 2. Negative 81. And you can put this in your calculator, right? So negative 1 minus 8. And what's 8 plus 2? 8 plus 2 is 10. So let me put that in parentheses. 10. Negative 81 equals negative 1. What's negative 8 times 10? It's negative 80. And if you combine that, your left side and your right side is going to be the same. 26. All right. Distributive property here and here. 7 times negative 1 is negative 7. 7 times negative 7 is negative 49. And equals 91. So 1, distributive property, done. 2, combine like terms. Can I? Not on this side, because these two are not like terms, and not on this side. So combine like terms, no. 3, is there a variable on the left side? Yes, there's an n. Is there a variable on the right side? No, so I don't have to worry about step 3. But step 4, I can do my little outline here. I have a variable n being multiplied by negative 49, and then subtract 7. That equals 291. What number is the value for n? So the first thing I'm going to do is add 7 to both sides, and then divide both sides by negative 49. So let's do this. Plus 7, plus 7. That one's going to go away. Negative 49n comes down, and this is 98. Step 2, divide this by negative 49, and divide the other side by negative 49. n equals negative 2, because negative divided by negative is positive, and 48 divided by negative 49 is negative 2. So that's my answer. My check, 7, negative 1 minus 7 times negative 2 equals 91. You can put that in your calculator, but when you put it in your calculator, you have to put it exactly as it is right here. So, but if you don't have a calculator like me, negative 1, you can multiply negative 7 and negative 2, you get 14 equals 91. 7 times negative 1 times negative 1 plus 14, 13 equals 91. And 7 times 13 is indeed 91. So we are good again. 28. So negative 132. Now we do the distributive property. Negative 18p. And then plus 12. Number 1, distributive property, check. Number 2, combine like terms. Can I combine anything? No. 3, is there a variable on the left side? No. Is there a variable on the right side? Yes, so that's what I want, right? I don't want variables on both sides, so we don't have to do step 3. Step 4, I can do my little outline. What do I have right here? I have a letter P. It's being multiplied by negative 18. Add 12, and it's going to give me negative 132. So I'm supposed to subtract 12, because that's the opposite of addition, and then divide both sides by negative 18. So minus 12 over here, minus 12 over here. This goes away. Negative 18p comes down, and this becomes negative 153. Am I right? Sorry. Oh, sorry. I added incorrectly. This is a line in the middle. Sorry. So it becomes negative 144. Okay. Now the next thing we have to do is divide this side by negative 18 and divide this side by negative 18. Negative divided by negative is positive. 18 divided by 18 is 1, or 1p. Negative divided by negative is a positive. And what's 144 divided by 18? Which I think it's, let me see, 8, 64. It's 8. Now the solution of this is 8p equals 8. Let me double check. 132 equals negative 6. 3 times 8 minus 2. Negative 132 equals negative 6. Inside the parentheses, 3 times 8 is 24. 24 minus 2 is 22. And then negative 132 equals, and what's negative 6 times 22? That's exactly 132. So our check is good. 30. Last problem. Okay. Distributive property right here. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times x is 6x. Plus 5x equals 89. Step 1, distributive property, done. Step 2, combine like terms. Can I? Well, here, the 89, no. But on this side, I can. Remember, there's a wall here, right? I can combine this guy with this guy. 6x positive plus 5x. So that's 12, and then 6x plus 5x is 11x. So combine like terms, check. 3. Is there a variable on the left side? Yes. Is there a variable on the right side? No. So I don't have to worry about getting rid of one of them. So step 3 is gone. Step 4, a little guide here that I'm going to do. What's my variable? X is being multiplied by 11 and then plus 12. And that gives me 89. The two inverse operations, I'm going to subtract 12 and then divide by 11 on both sides. So I'll subtract 12 from this side. Let me make my wall. Subtract 12 from this side. That goes away. 11x comes down. And 89 minus 12 is 77. Now I divide this by 11 and divide this by 11. 11 divided by 11 is 1x, so just x. And 77 divided by 11 is 7. So my answer is 7. 6. 2 plus 7, remember I'm replacing the x with 7, plus 5 times 7 equals 89. If that's true, then our answer is good. Now let's do the parentheses. Don't do the distributive property. Do order of operations. 6 times 2 plus 7 is 9. Plus, what's 5 times 7? 35. 6 times 9 is 54. Plus 35. That's 54 plus 35. Guess what? It's equal to 89. So again, our solution is 7. Our check worked. We are good.